All right, you saw the thumbnail. There's one score to rule them all, and I mean all the formats, and it is the Lord of the Rings trilogy by Howard Shore. It is one of my favorite film scores of all time, and in my humble opinion, one of the best film music ever written for a film. And I am obsessed with it, and I'm also obsessed with collecting it in any format. And I'm not joking when I say it is the pride and joy of my music collection, and I thought I would share with you guys. Whoa, man, this is heavy. Oh, man. And as it should be. The Lord of the Rings trilogy complete recordings should be heavy. I do feel like Gandalf pulling one of those scrolls from the wall in Isengard, or something like that. That is how it should be. It feels like that. These are the Rhino Records, released by Rhino Records. There are the complete recordings on vinyl. You're seeing here Return of the King, the Two Towers, and the Fellowship. Don't get me started on the whole color thing. I don't know why they don't, Fellowship should be green to match the DVD extra extended. Two Towers should be red, and then Return should be blue, but whatever. That's a whole different thing. So here, let me show you. I'm just gonna pick one just for the sake of it. I'm going to pick Two Towers. Let's go with Two Towers. Woof. Last year I live in Pasadena, and we had a fire that actually threatened my home. We had to evacuate, and my Lord of the Rings collection is what I grab and take with me. And let me show you why, because it is pretty amazing. Let's just say that this is Hall of Fame for packaging for me. There's no aspect of this that is not 5-star. They all come with this fold-out map. And must have put them the wrong way when I was listening to it. But first we have a booklet. And when I tell you not all rings are created equal, not all booklets are created equal. This is among my favorite booklets that you can find. And the reason for that is the information in it is so good. Well, first off, the booklet continues with the packaging design, the aesthetics of the outer box. The information is among my favorite because it focuses on the music and the theme, and it has such great examples of the world building that Howard Shore did with his music and all the different themes. I love that it has the sheet music examples of the melody, so you can kind of see, but it also tells you, what sections of the tracks, so you can identify them. And, even here it has the thematic relationship. It explains a little bit how this relates to this other theme. Again, the attention to detail to the music of Lord of the Rings, to the filmmaking of Lord of the Rings, it's what makes this among the best works of film music, in my opinion. And there is no surprise that also its release is among the best film music release you can get on these formats. And so here you lift up, whoop, and you look at, and I just love the depth and the size of this. It's the book. And it follows the packaging from, if you guys know, back in the DVD days, the extended Lord of the Rings DVD editions were not just a film that has an impact, but a physical media release that has the biggest impact on my life. It is that one. The extended features, the behind the scenes, it was like film school for me. Filmmaking, storytelling, it really influenced me in such a gigantic way into becoming a storyteller myself, a filmmaker myself, content creator. They were in my DVD collection. They were the prime jewel of that. Again, Lord of the Ring has always been my pride and joy of DVD collection, my pride and joy of my vinyl collection, and so every format. So like I said, one score to rule them all. And, the records, they match the color, of the release in this side. They all are the same way, like all the releases on vinyl. This was my ultimate grill when it was released from Rhino Records. And I was so happy that they did exactly what I hoped for. No notes. It's just amazing. It's just fantastic. So this is vinyl, but oh boy, it does not stop here. It really does not stop here. This is, you're thinking, oh yeah, CD. Well, yeah, but not quite. This is both CD and Blu-ray audio. And this is where it gets, I don't know, yummy, frosty, whatever you want to call it. But so the Blu-ray audio ones, they present the score in 5.1 surround mix. And I have to say, I am lucky enough to have a 5.1 surround setup at home. And it's among my favorite music listening experience I can have, whether it's film score or any. Listening to these scores in 5.1, it's such a joy. Given the nature of the music and the world building and storytelling, to me, it's such an immersive experience. It is absolutely my favorite way to experience this music. And here, I want to show you, let's start with Fellowship, which I have to say, I think Fellowship is my favorite score. My favorite movie might be Two Towers, but Return of the Kings has some of my favorite cues from the entire music of the trilogy, but Fellowship is my favorite score. It does have, here, so we have the Blu-ray audio disc number 4. This is, if all CD and Blu-ray audio packaging was like this, I would be absolutely my favorite format. I wish everything came with this attention to detail, but again, we have the booklet with the same information. Like, look at the thickness of this guy. Look at that, man. And I believe it has to be the same information as the one in the vinyl, but obviously being a smaller canvas, there's more pages. But the same, we got the information, the themes laid out. We have the sheet music representation of those themes. Photos of the characters or thematic material, information how they relate to each other, what they explain. I'll keep saying it, just Hall of Fame version of a music release. And then here, look at that, release. Man, such an iconic, that photo image is such an iconic image from The Lord of the Rings. But look at this, man, we got disc 1, disc 2, and then disc 3. Balin's Tome. So one of the reasons that I absolutely love this cue is because it's 8-minute longs, but at the beginning of the cue, the scene in the movie, they decide to go down on the mines and they get in. And Gimli is explaining that, the rule of the dwarves used to be majestic, so big and grandeur, and he's, describing this and he's so excited. Howard Shore writes a theme that it not only does a great way to capture, but way beyond capturing, it adds to the greatness that Gimli is describing, but also the nostalgia for that period, the just, again, majestic aspect of what he's describing, the golden age of the dwarves. To me, it's so emotionally captivating and devastating to listen to. But the thing is, this theme is like just a quick moment in this trilogy. These aren't characters that in the storytelling that happens in this trilogy, we spend a lot of time with. It's just like a quick reference. And Howard Shore writes a theme that could easily be a heroic theme to carry on an entire film trilogy, and this is just a passing moment. But that's the attention to detail that this world building that Howard Shore did with the music for this trilogy. And I want to play you a little bit of that moment because I just think it's really special. Yeah, 12 seconds. We start this build up. It's gonna culminate at the 1 minute mark with just an emotional catharsis. Man, it's just so melancholic and moving. Such beautiful music, honestly. Man, ooh, 45. That's, oh my god, the goosebumps are gonna come. And now the 1 minute mark, that passage. Yeah, right, I got that. I got the chills. Yeah, just an amazing piece of work. The next one is Cassette. Yes. Look at this guy. This is the Lord of the Rings trilogy in a clamshell packaging, and this is a custom packaging that comes in the way of a VCR Zone. I thought about this guy in my portable audio music because I have my my Spider-Punk cassette player. It's custom made from VCR Zone. So he did a transfer of the Lord of the Rings music into a clamshell packaging of the whole trilogy. Now, these aren't the complete recordings. This is just the standard release. I saw this and I was like, ah, shit. He got me. Come on. I gotta add it to my Lord of the Rings collection. The clamshell packaging. Woohoo! That sound. Wait. Let's go. Ah. And here we are. We got Fellowship, The Two Towers, Return of the King, and some just really cool artwork. I love when they use the whole canvas of the cassette. You know, we got Fellowship here, a gold tape, of course, you know. Come on, like the color of the ring itself. The Two Towers. Ooh. And then last but not least, we got Return of the King. Yeah, it's like both, one side is peaceful, the other side is chaotic. Those are the images, but yeah, this guy. Let me play you a little bit too. Let's do some Fellowship again. Let me play you like I mentioned, probably my favorite cue is the breaking of the Fellowship. There's this passage with the horns that is just among my favorite moments, seconds of film music in general. And it's fitting. I'm going to use my Spider-Punk VCR Zone cassette player. I just love looking at the transparent so I can look at the artwork. Let's listen to probably my favorite cue in the whole trilogy, but I mean, it's tough to say, man. They're just... Yeah, it's just that moment right there is just the one that like gets me. So you would think it ends there. It does not. There's a kicker. There's an extra. So another format, if you want to call it. Last, but certainly not least, I have the book titled The Music of the Lord of the Rings Films by Doug Adams. This is perhaps one of my favorite books. Honestly, just, how do I say this? Like, a gift for film music and filmmaking in general, because it is such a comprehensive account of the score. It's the equivalent of those DVD extra features I was telling you about in the extended release of Lord of the Rings. Those massive, every single aspect of the filmmaking has been covered. The same with the score. This is the version for the score. And I have something to share with you guys, which is I'm turning 40 this year. And I thought to myself, what's something that I want to do to sort of just celebrate but challenge myself too? And my response to that, I want to translate this book into video. I want to do the most ambitious, comprehensive, deep dive video into the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And it's by adapting this book into video. And hopefully it's my challenge for the year. That is my challenge of the year. I want to make it like something that could easily be like a documentary in a streaming platform. That will be my wish. Like, I'm gonna go against all the rules of YouTube content making, teasers and gimmicks and all of that, and I'm just gonna make something that celebrates and captures all the information to be one video to rule them all about the music of Lord of the Rings. And this will be my North Star and my Bible. That is my challenge for myself this year. And I'm hoping that, I can do it. For a lot of the reasons, right? Life gets in the way a lot of the times. So we'll see. But I'm hoping that I can find the time and dedication and energy to be able to put this and create something special that could be in the same, realm of making it justice to all these amazing releases of Lord of the Rings that I've covered here in this video. But I absolutely love them, and I'm so grateful that they are the best of the best when it comes to all the formats they seem to inhabit.